The following is a dramatic reenactment of real-life events. Names and identities of people have not been changed to protect them. We open in a private eye's office. Our two protagonists, Lou and Elle, sit together at a table, poring over newspapers, files, and dossiers. They look perplexed and confused.
In some ways, it was a day like any other. Elle and I, we had to put competition aside, and together on the MFA Diversity Council, we were trying to solve a mystery.
Something wasn't adding up in Mediatown. The newspapers were obsessed with stories of Australia changing. New migrants arriving every single day. English as a first language was declining. Aboriginal identities on the rise. And yet, the media plans, they didn't seem to be changing at all, Lou.
Lou stands up with important and confidential documents in her hand. Their media strategies. She goes to show Elle what she's discovered.
Elle, come over here, take a look at this. Adults 18 to 54, the client wants mass reach, broad awareness. Sounds like a classic Ehrenberg Bass job, you know what I mean? Go wide, grab mental availability. But what am I saying here? Can you see this? English only, Anglo-Celtic, Western heteronormative, neurotypical media all over the place.
Oh, God.
Look at this one. And this one.
Oh, God.
And this one too.
Oh, God.
Something's missing.
Something's missing, all right. Why do you think, Lou, that all of these media plans have changed not one iota and don't represent the diversity in Australian society?
There's a sinister knock at the door. Lou and Elle freeze. They look at each other and...
Who's there?
Linda Wong, MFA director, walks in, ushering a woman behind her. Her name is
Linda.
Katie Eng, and she was full of Hollywood glamour. She looked beautiful and panicked.
Thank you, Linda. Oh, ladies, it's so nice to see you. Oh, Elle, lovely. Mwah, mwah. Oh, Lou, so lovely to meet you. Oh, I'm hoping that you can help me. You see, I have a terrible problem. I work in diverse media, and even though the newspapers and Australian census tell us that we are a burgeoning multicultural society where 20% of us are disabled in some form and 700,000 of us speak Mandarin Chinese at home, I'm still struggling to get representative media in front of clients. Can you help me?
Of all the MFA council meetings, of all the Teams calls, this gal had to walk into ours. We knew immediately we needed to help her and ourselves. For one thing, multicultural media and communities represent 159 billion when it comes to disposable spending. And this wasn't just something our clients could leave on the table. The numbers, they're growing every single day. This isn't just some fad.
Lou and Katie look over a whiteboard of evidence and suspects, trying to piece together the clues and make sense of this mystery.
Well, ladies, it looks like you've conducted a fairly intensive interrogation here. Good job. But I do believe you've narrowed in on one of the problems. Thank God we're great detectives, but also part-time media planners who are really good at our jobs. And we always keep asking, why? Why? And now, we've narrowed down our list of suspects.
I don't know what to tell you, gals, but this one goes all the way to the top. Just take a look at these findings. Katie, you said that were 700,000 Mandarin speakers in Australia, yet I'm only seeing 2 Chinese platforms on this list. And some surveys, they don't even have 2.
Boo! Katie, remind me, you said 20% of Australians have a disability? May I ask, is that visible or invisible?
Why, both.
Oh, God. I don't believe these surveys even ask that question. That's strange. Wouldn't you say that a person's lack or impediment around vision or hearing might affect their media consumption.
And where are the queer media outlets on here, beyond the popular and influential Joy FM?
Well, they're missing. The disability questions are missing. The multicultural publishers are missing. The Aboriginal platforms, besides the always essential NITV, they're all missing.
You've got to calm down. Guys, we need to talk to suspects immediately. Come on, bring them in.
Okay, you're right. Let's bring in our suspects, one at a time. Read them their rights.
She was talking about Michelle Levine, CEO of Roy Morgan, and Monique Perry, Managing Director of Nielsen. But the more they started to interrogate, the more that they realized there were other victims here too.
In all honesty, before you came to us, we were unaware of some of these platforms and the sheer number of Australians using them every day. We were just as shocked as you are.
Gosh, the last thing we'd want to do is withhold evidence from you ladies. But I swear, we just don't have it.
So far, these suspects have been pretty collaborative. I recommend we downgrade them to persons of interest.
Agreed, kiddo. In fact, we've turned them into double agents. Because, look at this, just in. Roy Morgan have just agreed to release their disability data that they've been unintentionally behind a paywall.
Lou, do you mind if I do a quick Roy Morgan run?
Do I?
Thank you. Now, if I look here under the health data in the June 2025 database just released this week, hopefully you've got a copy of that, I believe there's new questions that now the entire industry can access. And they have questions in there around, I've got some form of vision loss, hearing loss, and also I'm on an NDIS program. It's pretty good work, Lou. Pretty good work.
Great news, ladies. We've released disability data, so it's freely accessible to everyone with a Roy Morgan subscription. And we're adding a Little Red Book, that hugely popular Chinese app that you alerted us to, which is similar to Instagram and Pinterest. Thanks for the intel.
Hang on. This just in from Nielsen HQ. We are reviewing our surveys to see if we can conduct them in languages other than English, to capture the 28% of Aussies who speak a non-English language at home. Watch this space.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Guys, even more good news. Nielsen are reviewing their survey questions as we speak. They're addressing gaps in disability, gender, and sexuality.
This is fantastic. I feel faint.
Well, don't faint just yet, Katie. The planners, they're starting to get the Roy Morgan June 2025 database released this week. And guess what? The telegrams seem to be rolling in.
Lou, Elle, and Katie gather round and watch in disbelief as messages from planners across Australia pop up thick and fast.
Look at this one. Okay, Jamie Mills. Thank you so much for pointing me to the disability survey question. I showed my client that young people in New South Wales aged 14 to 24 are actually 73% more likely to be neurodiverse.
73%.
Divine.
I'll go back to the team, suggest that their media should prioritise clear layouts, consistent formatting, and reduce sensory overload across digital environments to help with accessibility, viewability, and engagement.
Nice one, sis.
Oh, is that Chloe? Oh, what does she say? 700,000 daily active users on Little Red Book in Australia? How do I get my client on there?
Okay, let me handle this one, ladies. All right, just some good old-fashioned translations into Mandarin Chinese, which of course I'm fully qualified to do. And I'm just going to typeset the characters onto the assets, and I'm going to book some inventory on the platform, also called Red Note sometimes. Okay, I'm going to set it live now.
Another one from Gilbert.
Oh, okay. We discovered 10% of the client's audience was culturally diverse. By carving out just 5% of the total budget, we were able to increase reach, I'm sure that's 1+ reach, by 10%.
Whoa!
Oh. All right, well, you know what? I think we've done it. I think our job is done. Case closed. Should we go for a martini?
Hang tight, everybody. I feel like we might have to wait a little bit. Looks like we've still got some more work to do.
Oh.
Ooh.
You're right, Elle. The work has only just begun. For where there's injustice, we'll be there.
Where there is lack of representation, we will shine a light.
And where there's stagnated client growth, we'll broaden reach for all.
Well, is it my line? Yes.
I believe it is.
Okay. Well, I couldn't have done it without you, ladies. This has been one wild ride. And again, couldn't have done it without you. And also, couldn't have done it without Amy Buchanan and Imogen Hewitt from the MFA board. No?
Same for us, sis. Same for us.
Guys, it's amazing what we can do when we
Dare to change.
Okay. All right. Indulge us for 2 more minutes. All right. I'm going to put on my best gangster accent that Avenue C says I can't do. Okay. So, we've done the... No, I won't. We've done the hard work. Our research partners are in. Big shout out to Michelle as well as Nielsen for playing very, very well with us today, but it's quite serious business. They've released a lot of data and it's actually there for you currently. So, we're going to go and head off for a prohibition drink at the Speakeasy very, very soon. But what I need to remind you of is we're very good detectives. And like all good detectives, we stay on the case. So if you don't want us on your case come next year, I've got 3 things I would like from you, please. Firstly, run this data. It's available, June 2025. It's there for you. Be curious, have a little look. Run this data, share it with your clients, share it with your teams, look like an absolute hero. 2, share it with anyone who will really listen. Put it into archetypes, put it into your strategies, make sure that you're looking holistically at Australia and make sure that that data is embedded in what you're doing every single day. And also speak to your creative teams, please. The worst thing that can happen is you develop a beautiful media strategy and there's absolutely shit creative that comes up in there. We don't want that. We want everything to look beautiful and amazing. Make sure that it is inclusive. Ultimately, we're probably all trying to steal share off one another. I'm sure some of your competitors are in this room very currently. People 18 to 54 is really cute. Rather than trying to stare shield off each other, why don't we open our minds and our media plans and make that more inclusive so we're including people that are missing and improve our client outcomes for the better. Thank you.
Thank you.